I believe in the importance of helping others. In the year 2000, Bill Gates stepped down as his role as the CEO of Microsoft. He turned his focus from the consumer market to his newly created Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates, since then, has pledged 95% of his wealth will eventually be put into the foundation to help others. Bill Gates sets a wonderful example of how to help others, but realistically, not all of us have the means to help others in the way that Bill Gates does. One way in which the rest of us can help others without needing to be billionaires is through volunteer work. From more traditional roles to working in a soup kitchen to some really exciting opportunities such as helping with Special Olympics, volunteer work can change your life. The first real step in signing up for some volunteer work is finding how much time you will have available. It may be once a year, once a month, or once a week. But whatever time you have to volunteer, you can do it a bunch of different ways. So you need to pick a task that will spark your interest. One role for me, which was particularly interesting, was I got to help with the Winter Special Olympics one year. What that involved was spending most of my day just outside on a mountain helping the athletes with their events, whether they may need help just getting to the right event organizational wise, or just knowing their timings after the event. I would go to the booth to get result sheets and take them down, and it was really a rewarding opportunity because you got to see these athletes on their special day competing with each other, and you just were there to help, and they were just happy to see you, and it was kind of a very just rewarding experience. Now obviously that's kind of a specific example, but some other things which you could get involved in around here would be Vaughn, was a recent one, and some other ones in this volunteer work in soup kitchens. But sometimes one of the biggest issues with volunteer work is the size of the problem. Sometimes it's just so big that on your own, there's just no way you can handle it. In that case, the best way is to get together with a group and collaborate. A great example of this is in a soup kitchen. If one person chose to feed people, they could maybe make a few meals on their own and just feed a few people, but by joining together in a soup kitchen, you're able to work together with other people and do it on a larger scale than anyone would be able to be managed on their own and help far more people. Only having a limited amount of time is a problem that faces all volunteers. Simply just not enough time to complete everything. But by choosing an event that sparks your interests, you will be helping both yourself and society. Alright guys, your reactions. Dylan?
I like that you used personal experience, because at first, like when you were talking about how one person can't do it all on their own, it's like, yeah, Bill Gates maybe can, but I'm not Bill Gates, so it's cool to see how you could pull that in.
Okay, and then one criticism.
Maybe the organizational, because I thought it would have been cooler to see the small things you could do first and then hear about your personal experience, because it might be more impactful.
Definitely. Okay. Tim?
I liked the avoidance of saying You used a lot of pauses instead of saying or I thought that was good job on your part. And then criticism, there was like one or two sentences where the wording was a little bit confusing. Maybe not if you were reading it on a document, but it said out loud.
Alright, Evan?
I enjoyed your pronunciation. I thought you spoke very clearly about your subject, but then for negative, I thought maybe use more eye contact.
Okay.
Look up more often.
Alright, thanks guys.